Many people are unnerved by elevators. This is because people like their personal space, and when you take it away from them, they feel vulnerable. Although with more personal space, they are in fact more vulnerable because the human meat shield is no longer there to protect them from zombies. To avoid this feeling of vulnerability, false as it may be, the best thing to do is capitalize on other people's lack of space and vulnerable feelings. Make them feel uncomfortable so that you feel superior and therefore less vulnerable. You may feel bad taking advantage of their vulnerability, but remember our motto: never feed your cat lit dynamite. On the other hand, the motto sucks a big one, so instead, just remember that it's you or them, and who really gives a flying shit about them? Not you. That is important to remember. If you're having doubts, just ask yourself, do I give a flying shit about this person? And the answer should be no. No, I do not give a flying shit. Who does? No one, that's who. I bet they're an orphan. An orphan whose parents didn't want them because they suck. They suck a whole sucky bunch. Ha! You suck, orphan! Now, the human body has 5 senses, all of which can be used to your advantage. But not all can be used without legal ramifications. For example, it would be unwise to taste someone or ask them to taste you, unless it's a romantic partner of yours, in which case, that might be something they're into. Touch is also a little touchy. Touch should only be used sparingly, like in the case of which the elevator is really crowded, and it would be awkward for them to ask everyone there, who the hell is groping my ass? You may now be asking, if I can't lick and grope people, what the hell am I supposed to do? Luckily, this leaves 3 senses available to us, although we will not talk about smell here because it is lame. Let's begin with sight. There are many things that people don't want to see. For example, PDA, human blood, zombies, or mimes. Clearly, you can't walk around with a mime at all times. This would be irritating. Instead, think of substitutes for these options. Instead of a mime, carry around a tiny mime in a box. Instead of blood, carry around a tiny bloody mime in a box. Instead of a zombie, carry around the severed head of a zombie. All of these are possible and effective. Just remember that these are not your only options. Be creative. Now let's look at sound. Sound is a truly fun subject with many different options, most of which are legal. But since most of these are too irritating to demonstrate, you're just going to have to experiment. The best way to learn is to teach yourself. We hope you learned something here today and will be successful in implementing it. Good luck, and watch who you grope.